We are at NAMM 2024, and today is day one. And we have already done a little podcast with our good buddy Nico over at the Cloud Microphones booth, and we are going to go hopefully talk to some more people. And today is the 100th anniversary of Beyerdynamic, which is just so exciting. So go get a cupcake. I love the 770s.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I use them. Yep.
So these ones are, it's a DT770, but we put the replaceable cable on. We've redesigned the headband.
Dang! Yeah, this is all replaceable now. So
yes.
You can, yes.
So it's the same driver we have in our Pro X line.
Okay.
So it's a 48 ohm driver now.
Okay.
They sound exactly the same as the 770. So if you're used to that, you want that.
Yes.
But you want the extra features that we had in the Pro X, we have a limited, and it's a limited run, so it's only available until they're gone. We had announced it for our 100-year anniversary.
Okay, and what are these running?
And they're $199.
$199, that's it?
Yeah.
I'm buying a pair.
Yeah.
Can I buy them on the floor? I'll get.
They actually, yeah. So we don't have them now. We've got pre-orders available, so you can do the pre-order.
Yeah.
We ship them in April.
Okay.
And from then on, it starts to ship out.
Wonderful. Well, I'm very, very interested. I just got to say, kicking off NAMM on a jump. You guys have one of the best booths I've seen. You got cupcakes, you got sodas. You know, we're celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Beyerdynamic, correct?
Yes.
You know, and one thing that I love about Beyerdynamic as a company, you know, and I own quite a few of your products. I've got 160s, I've got 500s, but every time I'm out there, like, and I come across a Beyerdynamic microphone, I buy it because I know it's probably going to be great. And I came across one recently. I picked up 4 M81s.
Oh, okay.
You know, which are little Norelco shaver-looking microphones.
Yeah.
Have you ever used one of those?
I've never actually used the 81 personally.
So we ended up picking up 4 of them, and you know, we made a video, 3 vintage microphones under $100 that we like. And we featured that microphone, and the next day it was $300 online.
Wow.
You know, they all got purchased.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of happy campers with the M81, so
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now you piqued my interest. I got to go back.
Yeah,
like,
you
do
should.
we have any of these things back in the warehouse?
You should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It looks like a little Norelco shaver. It's maybe about this big.
Sure.
Yeah. So if someone was coming to you guys and trying to pick out a microphone that they may not have heard of, what would you recommend?
So they may not have. It depends upon what you're
in the studio,
where you're coming from, right? And so if you're in the studio, you probably have heard of it. Mm-hmm. But the M160 is our flagship.
Absolutely.
Right? And so that's the first one I would say. If you haven't heard, you got to.
Yep.
And that's a directional ribbon microphone, and that's the one that, you know, it was on all the guitar amps for Jimi Hendrix, overheads for Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
So that's the jam. Something that's God, as far as that you haven't heard of. I mean, if we're talking microphones, we got the lineup right back here.
Well, let's see what you got going on over here. So there was a microphone that you guys made for a while that was a kick drum microphone, right?
Yeah, so this is actually...
The M88? Oh.
The M88 is our vocal / kick drum microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, and the story goes, I guess... So it's designed as a vocal microphone, but it's an extended range.
Yes.
And so this was on the kick drum when... Phil Collins was on tour.
Yep.
And the story goes, he reached back because he needed a mic and he pulled it off the kick and he started using it.
Yes.
And then loved it.
Oh, yeah.
And so he exclusively started using this as his vocal mic.
Yep.
But it's still in the studio. It's just awesome kick drum mic.
Yes, I love the M88. I have actually every microphone up here except for this one.
Okay.
So tell me about the 130.
So the 130 is our figure 8 version of the 160.
Okay.
So if you want to have... You know, the 160 is special in the way that it is a directional mic.
Okay.
But if you're used to traditional ribbon microphones, it's usually a figure 8 puller pad.
Yes.
And so that is our 130. And so you can get a great combination if you want to do like MS recording with both ribbon microphones. You can have the directional 160 along with the 130. That does really well. Overheads on drums again, if you're used to that traditional figure 8 pattern, it's great. So, yeah, the M130 is every bit as good as the 160. It's just a different polar pad.
Okay, amazing. I didn't even know that existed. I will say I love the new finish on these microphones. They look great.
Yeah, you know, we did that last year, actually.
Okay.
To kind of just bring them back up to speed with the new logo, really.
I'm just seeing it.
So
how does someone get a hat like that?
I made this personally. Nobody else in the company has one. So maybe we'll have to get these designed.
Yeah, they're
great. I was coming out to the show and I was like, I gotta have a hat.
Hey,
so
that's wonderful.
Printed. I thought they looked pretty.
They look great.
Maybe we'll get them up on the shop.
So, and Is this just a history piece here?
Yep.
Okay.
And so this is just talking about the old.
That's what what mine looked like.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, when we did the refresh, the only thing was cosmetics. So it's still all the same microphones. We just wanted them to look like a family. You know, coming out in like the '60s through up until just recently, we've been making these microphones, and they look so different.
Yes.
We were like, we need to wrap it all in. So we just did a cosmetic update to the whole lineup. So, and that includes the small elements, the MC 950, 930.
Okay.
We've got a
shotgun?
Not a shotgun, it's like a measurement microphone.
Oh, okay.
Which these actually, like Dolby runs around with like 6 of these in a suitcase when they're running sweeps for like Atmos stuff.
Awesome.
So these do really well too. So yeah, we did the refresh on the whole M series line.
It looks great, man. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful NAMM. I'll be sure to stop by before we go.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to get you one of those new Pro X, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put my pre-order in for sure.
They're gone, which is sad, but
I will say, seeing it makes me feel very, very disgusting because my 770 ears are almost like
just yellow.
Well, they're like Kermit the Frog green. I feel like when I look at that, like I'm like, oh, I did not know they were that gray.
I'm in the same boat, man. Mine are like 15 years old, and I just like I was talking to somebody about that the other day. They're like, why don't you just grab some pads out of the back? And I was like, I never think about it, but yeah, I need to get mine too.
Yeah.
I need to get mine replaced.
Well, thank you again.
Thanks, man.